Welcome to Renew Review, the place where you can catch all the latest innovations and products. And on today's show, we have Melissa Briggs with us from Heliomotion. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Great to see you. And just for the benefit of the listeners and viewers who don't know who Heliomotion is, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and the business?
Sure. Heliomotion is a form of renewable energy using solar, but it varies majorly from most people's understanding in that it's ground mounted rather than roof mounted. And its specialist ability is that it tracks the sun from morning till evening by turning using GPS, which makes it, in terms of output, a lot more efficient.
Great. Yeah. And it's good to see different things being done to maximize the benefits there. Yeah. So I guess, getting straight into it. If you could tell us a bit about, what got you into your role as the International Business Development Manager for Heliomotion?
Sure. It was a complete fluke. I was considering getting solar on my own property, but my house roof faces the wrong orientation for optimum. I have gables and I have veluxes. So roof, when I looked into it, really was a poor option. And then I happened to be on a plane, this is several years ago, flying back from France, and I picked up the in-flight magazine, and it was a Norwegian Airlines flight. And it opened at an article about renewable energy. And I thought, that's interesting. And I saw a picture of the Heliomotion system. And I read the article. I photographed it on my phone. I thought, that's absolutely genius. I'll get one of those. Anyway, so I got home, looked on the website, looked at the system, saw, I could do with one of those. The sizing looks right. No pricing, particularly for the UK. And nobody in the UK to contact. So a little bulb went off and I thought, there's an opportunity here. So anyway, I got in contact with them, and to cut a short story long, 3 months later, I was involved in the company, and now I was involved in the company first for the UK, and now I'm international.
Okay, that's a great story, especially the fact that you can understand the innovation and the benefit of what a customer wants.
Well, I've been a sort of greenie for some time. So I've been interested in renewables and watching what was going on for several years. So it wasn't too difficult to actually understand what the innovation was.
Yeah. And I think a passion is probably essential in this industry.
Absolutely.
Really,
yeah.
Understanding it.
Because it's a brand new market and it's totally niche. And most people are unaware of the fact there's an option apart from roof. They think if you can't have roof, you can't have anything.
Totally agree. So how have you seen the renewable energy landscape change over the past year or two? Do you feel it's changing for the better?
Well, I think there have been a huge number of issues affecting the renewable marketplace in the last couple of years. First of all, the FIT was taken away, the feed-in tariff, which meant that the first 100,000 people who'd actually invested were laughing. And I've got friends who are making £1,800 a year, so they're thrilled to bits. The handling of the taking away and the start of the next scheme, which is the SEG, the Smart Energy Generator, was handled extremely badly. The legislation just says that people have to pay more than 0p. Well, 0.1 of a p is not exactly useful, nor is 5p. I think the ongoing problems with Brexit have caused a lot of people to not invest because they were worried. The other major problem is that VAT is totally skewed in favour of fossil fuels rather than renewable energy. So, for example, if you want to buy coal, you only pay 5% VAT. If you want to buy some renewable energy equipment, you're paying 20% VAT. And for retrofitting, that adds an enormous burden to people. And really, we should actually be saying to people, these are the benefits and we're going to make it easy for you to do. And it is not being made easy for the domestic customer to actually go and purchase solar.
Totally agree. And as you say, it's out of balance with what they should be trying to push forward with renewables compared to the old ways of doing things, I guess.
Yeah. The whole country's focus, the government's focus has been on wind, and they've done a fantastic job. wind turbines, new developments going on, Dogger Bank, etc. There was a wonderful series of programs about powering Britain recently, and the job they've done on turbines has been absolutely fantastic, so that we are generating as a country 47% of our energy in a renewable way. But in terms of the domestic marketplace, the numbers are really low. Out of 27 million homes, less than 5% have any form of renewable energy.
Yeah, yeah. And we really hope we can see a big shift on that coming to help us reach our net zero target.
There has to be, otherwise we can't do it. You know, domestic emissions are 29% of the total. So if we don't do something, that we're going to be way off course. And government regulations, planning, etc., that's all part of the problem, which I'm trying to work on behind the scenes.
What do you see as the ideal application for the Heliomotion product?
Well, okay, we've got two product lines. We've got the domestic system, which varies between 2, 3, 4, and 6 panels. So if you've got a 4-bedroom house and you're considering having an EV, an electric vehicle, you want a 6-panel system. If you've got a holiday cottage somewhere that you only go to occasionally, then a 3-panel system will do a great job. Or if you've got a small manufacturing plant and you want to be green, you can put a whole row of them along the edge of your car park and they'll power your plant. Larger companies tend to do the roof because it's easy and it's economic to just whack them on the top of a factory roof. If you've got a new development of eco houses, which are few and far between, but they're starting with companies like Zero Homes getting involved, then putting in a little microgrid of Heliomotions on a piece of scrap land at the corner and then sharing the energy to all the individual properties means you share the capital costs and you've got major benefits of having energy coming to your house automatically. If there's a problem and it's cloudy or whatever, or the rain is terrible, then it easily switches to the grid straight away. But it's a way of producing renewable energy on land that's wasted and at a very sensible price.
That makes great sense. And do you have any new innovations in the making?
We've got a single axis product coming out, especially for agriculture. So if you imagine, if I take this off, if you imagine a row of these that just tilt one way rather than 2 ways, and at the beginning of the day, as the sun gets higher, they shade the plants underneath. This is especially good in really, really hot places. And then as the day goes by, then it switches to shade the plants the other way. So it's also brilliant for saving water because it prevents mass dehydration. So the product is developed and we're just about to bring that on stream. And hopefully it will be taken up for agriculture in this country. The other thing that you can do with Heliomotion is power milking sheds and stuff like that. So it's very useful in various agricultural applications. And we have actually talked to one dairy farmer already. And there's a manufacturing plant in Hayden in Sweden, which have got 15 Heliomotions. And that's producing 45,000 kilowatt hours per year. So they're very happy.
That's brilliant. Yeah. And I guess final question, if you were stuck in space and could only take 3 things, what would they be and why?
Okay, so I had a big think about this, and because I'm a techie and I've been a techie for years, I'd obviously have to take my iPad because that would give me all my family photos. I could listen to music, I could work on it, etc. And I'm including the charger as one item. Then my second item would be my pillow because I've got a very nice luxury pillow and that means I can sleep anywhere. And then the third item would be cashew nuts, because they're my favorite snack and they are just yummy and a great source of vitamins and protein and everything when you're a bit peckish.
Great to hear. Yeah. And just I noticed one of your awards there in the corner, and I think we've spoke about a few of the awards you guys have won. Just to give us a bit of background on those. Okay,
so this is the Build It Best Home Technology Award, which we won within a few months of bringing it into the UK. The Build It Awards happen every year and they look at loads and loads of innovation, and they contacted us and said, would we like to enter? And I said yes, and you have to fill in loads of forms, all that sort of stuff, and actual details of what the product does. And I was thrilled. I was actually completely taken aback because we're all invited to a dinner, and I was at the farthest possible table from the front, and I was busy chatting, and somebody said, "Isn't that you?" And I said, "Oh my goodness." And then all of a sudden there was Heliomotion on the screen, and we'd won the best home technology. So I had to rush very quickly from right at the back of the room to the front to pick it up. And then this one is the People Environment Achievement Award, which I won in 2020, which is for raising awareness of renewable energy and a funky product in the UK. Okay. So there you go.
Great. Thanks for taking the time today, Melissa.
It's a pleasure.
Great catching up and learning more about what's to come next for Heliomotion, and great to see you virtually. If people want to find out more about Heliomotion, where can they find out?
Just have a quick look at our website, which is heliomotion.com. All the documentation, installation and assembly manuals are all downloadable from our documents page, and it's a really efficient website. Lots of photos, and we will be putting up customer testimonials soon too.
Great. Thanks. And thanks for listening to Renew Review.